he's definitely still somewhere, isn't he?
Yeah.
The wavy bit, I mean, does that look like that's reaching, like, critical mass to you? And what happens when it does?
Oh, crap. You think we should do something then?
What, though? I mean, what can we do? I mean, all right, okay, let's think about this. So let's play it through what happened.
Okay, yeah.
So we were meditating and we were in the library having a good old jolly look around.
Yes.
I heard a voice which I think may have been him.
Yeah.
We leapt back here.
That's right, yeah.
And he was gone.
Wait, do you think we did it?
So if he is alive and he was piggybacking off us to get to the library, maybe because we came out so quickly, he didn't get time to catch up and kind of sink himself in with us and got left behind. It's kind of on us, really, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, the only way we can really know is if we try.
Okay. Do you want to talk about some movies first?
Yeah, we should probably do that first.
We're going to do that first.
Maybe movies.
Hello, welcome back to Maybe Movies with myself. I'm Max.
I am Sam.
And we are on our final episode for June 2022. If it is June 2022 where you are, we've given up.
Who knows?
Where we will be looking at Act 3 of They Live in Little China, which has Rowdy Roddy Piper as Nada in place of Jack Burton, helping his buddy Wang free... avoid as joyriders.
Apparently.
Cool. Helping his friend Wang recover his fiancée from the clutches of Lo Pan. I will do this again now because I've actually remembered to do things when I'm supposed to now. Quick reminder that our poll is still running so that you can cast your vote as to which of our two new movies you think is the better and which one should be crowned Maybe Movie for June 2022. Because we are not going to be doing anything in July, so there won't be another pitch meeting until the 5th of August. I'm going to run the poll for a bit longer to give you a bit more time so you can go back, have a look over the episodes, mull it over, and then cast your vote. And then, as I say, we'll announce that in August. I guess I've just said as well, we're not here next month doing this, but we will be doing our other shows. So do check back at our usual posting time, so 4 o'clock on a Wednesday or on a Friday. That's 4 o'clock in the afternoon here in the UK, of course. And there will or should be something.
Indeed. Check it out, folks. Stay posted.
And our last shout out for this month is going to be for another one of the channels that I watch to try and help me with my chronic insomnia.
Okay.
Which is called Sleep Tube.
Sleep Tube. All right, well, that's a sort of on-the-nose name, which is probably a great way to start.
It's the one that I found myself going back to the most recently.
Okay.
They do a lot of their stuff. It's kind of like theta wave stuff and all this kind of thing. And I find that it's actually really helping, even when my brain's going a dime a dozen. Not a dime a dozen, you know what I mean.
Yes.
And won't shut down. I'll stick some of that on in the background, and it's just like, yay, gone. So do check it out, and of course there'll be a link in the description below. Act 3. This bit is a bit railroaded, and there's a lot more. We see a lot more other stuff that doesn't involve our main characters. Didn't notice, and of course there would be, but I didn't think about it before. When they go to HN's, when they go to the firehouse, and they use the fire pole, don't they?
They do indeed. Yes.
I've forgotten about that. Expect to see Ray Stantz come after them, but
Yeah. I love the idea as well that the Ghostbusters fire pole secretly led down to the sewer the whole time.
Of course. When they bring in the Chang Sings.
Yeah.
Yes. Any of those kind of things, I always think of Enter the Dragon, or more... Well, correct, not Enter the Dragon itself, I think of Kentucky Fried Movie.
Oh, right.
The main feature of which was their send-up of that, which was called A Fistful of Yen.
Okay.
And when they're doing their kind of parody of going through the cells where all the other drunks are, I think it's called Dr. Klan, I think, in that.
I think so. I've seen it once about 15, 16 years ago.
And he just refers to them as lost wandering men of extraordinary magnitude.
Speaking of such things, have you ever seen Kung Pao?
I think that's the one I haven't seen. That's by the same people that did Kung Fu Hustle and Is it Kung Fu Soccer? Or Shaolin Soccer?
I'm not sure. It might be the same guys. It's martial arts movies badly dubbed. It's like bad lip reading of martial arts movies.
Oh, I don't think I have then. No, I've heard of it, but I don't think that's the one that I haven't seen.
I've only ever seen it the one myself, but yeah, you need to watch that. Yeah, you do need to watch that. Yeah,
I know we were talking between things, and we were saying about a possible breakpoint at the end because he doesn't have a boot knife.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to suggest a slight change, which is a setup for the end. You know when he says, "Oh yeah, you can be like Dirty Harry," and he gives him the massive old
the old Magnum.
Magnum, yes. They give him a gun, but it's like the little gun that he has in They Live that he keeps up his sleeve, which is the one that he pulls out and shoots Foster with.
That only works if he never uses the gun during the fight.
But he won't because it's tucked up his sleeve.
Yes. All right. So that then causes the problem of what is he going to fight with?
He can still have his other gun. Because he would still have the gun that he picked up.
What other gun? Oh, what the?
Because Jack still takes the machine pistol that he took away, doesn't he? He turns the Magnum down, and he keeps the gun that he's already been using.
Still causes the same problem. It's a revolver. It's only got like 5 or 7 shots in it or whatever.
I seem to remember it's like a tiny little.
It was a little Saturday night special, a 38. It wasn't
like
a Derringer, no.
It wasn't a Derringer, but I just thought it was like
It was
a small,
short, snub-nosed revolver, like a
wasn't
Saturday
it?
night special.
In They Live, when they go to the meeting, I'm sure at some point he picks up, and it looks like just like a tiny little it's like a snub-nosed 9mm.
Oh, yes.
Like a little handbag filler. It's just I thought he picks up this tiny little gun, which he thinks is going to be no use at all, sticks it up his sleeve and forgets about it. But when we get to the end, we'll discuss it there. He's got it so that he can pull it out.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
What's he doing the rest of the fight?
Oh, I was going to say that he would still have the gun in the same way that Jack keeps his the machine pistol that he has when they go back. He's still got whatever he took away, and he's got that secreted somewhere as backup. So he's got that in place of the boot knife.
Oh, right. Okay, so you're saying he's got 2 guns, is what you're saying. Right. Okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, we can even, obviously, again, play into it like, oh yeah, because he's such a big guy, yeah, you need this, so they give him this tiny little gun as a joke.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And he goes, okay, and he still takes it, and obviously it turns out that that's the gun that saves the day.
Yeah, of course, right. Oh, all right. Okay. Oh, all right, you've thought about this.
For a change.
Yeah, you've thought about this. All right. I assume it all goes, fuck it. Gold star, mate.
Woohoo!
I was going to say, assuming all goes well, because it might break down somewhere in the middle. It's a brilliant idea whether or not it works.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. I will take that.
So, when you said you were going to Chekhov's it, you meant it literally.
Yeah.
So that's down into the sewer.
The black blood of the earth.
Combined with the ritual of the burning blade.
Mm-hmm.
A black blood of the earth, yes. I imagine the lines are going to be almost identical.
Yeah.
What will never come back? I can imagine Nada saying that just as easily as Jack. Yeah.
I mean, there is that element in Nada sometimes where, obviously, he's a man down on his luck. He needs cash. So there's oil down here.
Oh, you mean oil? Would it be a different tone?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah.
I just had a bit of a smile on my face when we get to the bit where they take the potion.
When they find the elevator and take the potion.
Yes. It helps you see things no one else can see.
Uh-huh.
Just thinking of They Live.
Oh!
I just thought, oh yeah, that's kind of perfect. There's also, again, I don't think it's on purpose, but there's a couple of times, there's like a couple of lines that are almost like they are giving a nod to Ghostbusters. Where does this go? It goes up. Just little things like that, and it's just like,
I never would have thought of that, but no, I can see what you mean. It does sound a little bit like that, doesn't it?
It's going to be pretty much the same until we get to the wedding itself and we get to the confrontation.
And the actual battle begins. Everything else is going to run pretty much on rails because they're getting there, which they have to do. It's a necessary step.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, whilst that's happening, the ceremony's happening, which is just nothing to do with the main character, so it's not going to change.
Yes.
So that part, it's only when they actually gauge the battle that things are going to start to run differently. I mean, let's be honest, Nada's not going to shoot the damn ceiling on his own head, is he? He's going to be in the fight right from the very beginning.
Absolutely.
Obviously, Wang is off on his own, doing his amazing sword work, and eventually getting himself into a duel with Rain.
Mm-hmm.
A, supporting the troops and then going after Lo Pan to keep him off.
Yep.
And then the Chang Sings are doing their job, which is the battle. So the question here is what's Nada's role here?
I suppose we still get that same bit where Thunder nicks his gun and breaks it and just punches it into pieces.
I want to say that he gets off a few shots and actually takes down some of the Wing Kong.
Yes.
And then Thunder goes, you. And then he'll come after him and smash the gun.
And also he kind of owes him one from before as well.
Yes, he does, yeah.
Because they get separated, don't they? Something happens and then Thunder leaves. Because then there's the big guy in the big armour with the helmet who falls on top of Jack.
That's right. Something hits him in the head. I've got a funny feeling it's Wang flings something at him in the midst of stuff, but I might be wrong. It's either Wang or Chen that does something to distract him.
And then as soon as Lo Pan leaves, Thunder goes as well.
Yes.
And then there's that bit where the big knight comes at him, and in the original, Jack foot drops on the ground and gets the boot knife.
Right, yeah, Nada gets some shots off. Thunder destroys his weapon, but he's distracted before. You know what? No, these are two big guys.
We should have a bit of a
We should have
yes.
something.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's going to be our closest equivalent to the alleyway fight in this movie.
It is, yes.
Maybe it's just two big guys lumping and both being like he goes thump and Thunder takes it and thump and Thunder takes it and Thunder goes thump and he goes, I'm taking it. Like a moment of acknowledgement of mutual power or whatever.
Absolutely. But it should, I suppose, again, we may get a bit where Thunder inflates himself a bit more to get a bit extra in the punch.
Yeah.
That's what knocks him back, and then that's the point when Lo Pan leaves and Thunder goes with him.
Of course, yeah.
And then you get the knight come in. I mean, that bit, we could just have a bit more of a fight between the two of them.
I'm inclined to actually go for some actual wrestling moves.
Yes. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. What's the one when they do the knee plant and they bring the back down? I can't remember, the backbreaker or whatever it's called. But I can imagine it finishing with the backbreaker.
Yes. And then just the helmet falling off and rolling away or something.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I can even imagine, like, Roddy almost tries to lift the guy up over his head and goes, oh dear, right, bang down on the knee.
Then we get the chase up back him into the lift.
Elevator, I took something.
So I think this is the moment when they confront them.
Yes.
When him and Gracie confront them. This is where we get, I have come here to chew bubblegum.
Yes, why not?
What I was going to suggest for this bit is, because there's the thing where I know they use it, or they look like they're going to use it later, where Gracie grabs the spear.
Yeah.
I was going to suggest, so we get the bit where Wang comes in and him and Thunder go off and fight. I was going to say Gracie kind of charges forward with the spear, Lo Pan knocks her out of the way, so we get her falling into the gong at the back.
Okay, yeah.
But that's just the time that Nada needs to slip the little gun out of his sleeve. Bang.
Right. It doesn't have quite the cute interplay, but
It doesn't. I couldn't think of it any further than that.
No, I'll go one step further. So Gracie's got the pike. She charges at Lo Pan. Lo Pan easily deflects her and flings her into the gong.
Yeah.
And easily disarms her and turns the pike.
Oh, nice. Yes.
It's time to say goodbye, Mr. Nada. Doesn't that mean nothing? Then he lifts the pike to make a throw.
Yes.
And then we get the shot.
Yeah.
That gives us a little bit of interplay.
Perfect. I like it. I like it a lot.
Okay. All right.
I like it that much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I will take it. This point, things are going to start running on rails. Lo Pan falls, as do the infinite Buddhas.
Yes. I suppose the only other little bit here that we need to discuss is their escape, because we don't have Jack's truck to drive out the door.
Came through the sewer, so they don't have Egg's bus.
Because they came into the alleyway in Wang's pickup.
We saw his pickup got stolen.
Yes, it's a bit smaller.
Wang's pickup it's not a pickup. It's a truck. It's got back seats.
I'm just in comparison to Jack's truck. It's quite
but they're all crammed up in Jack's truck. I would have thought it'd be a bit more spacious, but nevertheless,
I did for a brief minute wonder, because obviously because Nada's not going to be in the driver's seat. It's going to be Wang. It was the only point where I thought, if we wanted, unfortunately, Nada's fate to be the same as it is in They Live, that he's the last one through. He's the one who closes the doors when the security comes through, and he gets gunned down while he's running to the thing. But I don't know if that's right for this film.
It's a very downer ending for this film, and this is meant to be a feel-good, heroic movie.
It is.
Also, I have a thought.
Okay.
You might not like it. You might love it. I do not know. You remember when he said, about the potion. See things that no one else can see. Alright, so the end happens. Nada goes on his way, walking down the tracks. Do you see where I'm going with this? Glances up at a cigarette billboard. Just says obey.
That's cool, because I had a thought as well that when he goes to leave, after he said his goodbyes to Wang, and because we haven't seen him with any glasses before, he pulls out a pair of glasses and puts them on and then just goes, huh? So we're both having the same thought.
Yeah.
I mean, the only other thing I thought about the ending would be, rather than having Jack in his truck and you see the creature in the back of his truck, is that we see Nada jumping onto a boxcar.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
a possibility.
And you get the creature climbing across the top of the boxcar.
One of the reasons I had that thought was I was thinking we're losing the creature at the end, because I couldn't think of a way to get him in there, but that is a way we could get him in there.
I think so, because especially now he's in San Francisco, on his way to LA.
Oh, so even better. So he jumps on the boxcar, and as he's sitting, hanging his legs out, as the train slowly accelerates out of time, he sees the billboards, obey, consume, and then there's this from further down the track. Yeah,
cool. So we got to the end of both films.
Yeah.
We kept our heroes alive in both films.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we did, didn't we?
How many you got?
I'm on 3.
I'm on 4, so over to you first, sir.
Big Trouble felt like work. This felt like fun.
Okay, so you're going with They Live?
They live in Little China, yes. Are we divided again?
You're right. I agree that Big Trouble was more work. But I think overall the movie that we've come up with still allows for the slightly subdued tempo of They Live. I don't think we lose that by introducing such an effervescent character like Jack Burton. Yes, there were more problems to negotiate, but I think we did them quite well. And I think out of the two, it's the movie that I'd probably more want. Yeah, that's the one that I'd more like to see.
Okay, that's fair enough.
So yeah, I'm going with Big Trouble.
So it would appear we are split. Okay, folks.
We are split. We are one vote each then already for They Live in Little China and Big Trouble. So please get watching, get voting, and at the beginning of August we will reveal who the winner is.
Indeed, folks. Let us know what you think. We really want to know.
Right. Shall we try?
Oh, it's time already. Okay.
I'm afraid so.
All right. Sorry.
Sorry, what's his name? From Conan the Barbarian. Is that helping?
I don't know, but that's how I seem to remember it.
Okay. And you are a loose lily floating down a stream. I'm sure Black Books won't mind me ripping off one of their lines.
I'm sure we won't get sued.
Right. Okay. And imagine the shelves around us. Full of DVD. And somewhere an inflatable alien. There he is! There he is. Okay, Trent. Oh God. He's moving.
What the? He's not. You're not. You can't do that.
What was that? About bloody time too? Oh, yeah, cheers. Thank you very much. Take our hand. Okay, you ready? We're going to go back in 3, 2, 1, and we're back in the room. Yay! He's back! Oh, buddy, if we'd have known that you were alive all of this time, then...
Wait. What's that? And that?
Oh, he's brought us things. Okay, so there you go. Is this going to be what we're doing next time then? What have you got?
Predator.
Fantastic. best action movie, or one of the best action movies of the 80s.
Oh, definitely. What have you got? What have you brought us?
I think he's brought us a lot of headaches. One might say thousands of them.
Oh, fuck me.
And on that note, we're going to say, come back and join us in August when we figure out how the hell we're going to make these two work. Until then, have a wonderful, wonderful July. If you're going away on holiday, then have the best of holidays that you can, because you can go places again, and we will see you on the 5th of August.
As always, guys, TTFN.
Ba 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 ba.